Hi, good morning everyone. Our next exercise 10.1. Here some question was left. That is the exercise 10.1 part 2. Today we will discuss rest of the question of exercise 10.1, that is 7, 8, 9 to up to whatever is left is there. Now your seventh question is, if E ratio B is 4 ratio 5 and B ratio C is 6 ratio 7, find A ratio C and A ratio B ratio C. So in this case there is two part of the question. First part is A ratio C and second part is A ratio B ratio C. In the first part you have to identify A ratio C. A ratio C means you have to multiply A by B and B by C, because A, when you write the fraction of A ratio C, that is A divided by C, so you can write this way also, that we call it a continued proportion, continued ratios also, because when we write A by B multiply by B by C, when I multiply by two fractions A by B by C, if you look at this, B will be cancelled, so only A by C is left, but we no need to cancel here because we have to apply the value here. A by B value is 4 by 5 and B by C value is 6 by 7. 4 6 are 24 and 5 into 7 is 35. Then my ratio A ratio C is 24 ratio 35. Now next I have to combine all the ratios and find the value of A ratio B ratio C. So I will take again the ratios A ratio B and B ratio C. Now here if I want to merge B, so first step is I have to make the value same in the both the ratios. Like here B value is 5 but here B value is 6, but I need the same value in place of B, that's why I can merge the B value in 1. So in that case I have two values 5 and 6. I find the LCM of this 5 and 6, that is 30. So that means I have to convert this 5 into 30 and 6 into 30. So if I want to convert this 5 into 30, so I have to multiply with this 5 with 6, and similarly other antecedent also will be multiplied by 6. And here if I want to convert this antecedent into 30, then I have to multiply by 5, and same as well as its consequent also be multiplied by 5. So that give me 24 ratio 30 and 30 ratio 35. Now 30 is common. Now merge up 30 into B, then A ratio B ratio C is 24 ratio 30 ratio 35. Now your next question 8 is, the monthly income of Gaurav is 12,000 per month and that of Rohit is 1,91,520 per month. So these are monthly income of Gaurav and Rohit. If monthly expenditure of each of them is 9,960, that means both will spend 9,960 separately, and you have to find the ratio of their savings. What will be there? Whatever their monthly income is there, you subtract the expenditure from that, so that is the saving of Gaurav, and similarly this same expenditure will be subtract from the monthly income of Rohit, so that will become the saving of the Rohit. Then you have to after that find the ratio. Now here Rohit's monthly income is 1,91,520 rupees. Saving of Gaurav is, you have to subtract expenditure from the monthly income of Gaurav, that is 12,000 minus 9,960 gives me 2,040 rupees. And saving of Rohit, when you subtract expenditure from monthly income of Rohit, that gives you 1,81,560 rupees. So this is rupees. Okay, so now ratio of both Gaurav to Rohit is 2,040, 1,81,560. 0 will be cancelled, but first to convert into the lowest form we find the HCF. When I find the HCF, I found that 204 is exactly divisible by, so that is exactly divisible by this 18,156. So here that means HCF is 204. When you divide by 204, 1 ratio 89 is my required answer. Now in your ninth question, a photo frame is 120 centimeter wide and 1.8 meter long. What will be the ratio of width to its parameter in the lowest form? In this, first you have given the photo frame length and width. So very first step, you have to convert into same unit, because one is in meter and one is in centimeter. So length 1.8 meter, when I convert into centimeter, I have to multiply by 100, so that gives me 180 centimeter, and width of photo frame is 120 centimeter. Now what is the formula of parameter of the rectangle or parameter of photo frame? Because photo frame is in the form of rectangle, so that is 2 into length plus breadth. I added this length and width and multiply by 2, give me 600 centimeter. Now next part of your question is, you have to find the ratio of width to parameter. So you directly divide 120 divided by 600, or 120 centimeter ratio 600 centimeter. So after dividing by HCF each numerator and denominator, I got 1 by 5. That is the ratio of width to parameter, 1:5. Now next, your 10th question is, a physics textbook consists of 210 pages. The chapter Light and Sound runs from pages 170 to page 131. Find the ratio of the number of pages of this chapter to the total number of pages of the book. So in this chapter Light and Sound, first page starting from 117, it means 170 is included in the counting of chapter, and end at 131 page. First you will count how many pages will cover in this Light and Sound chapter. Okay, so here total pages of the chapter is 131 minus 116, because we subtract 116 because 117 is included. So before 117, so how many pages already gone, that is not covered under the chapter, so that is 116. So 131 minus 116 give me 15 pages. That means 15 pages, total pages are of the chapter Light and Sound. Now total pages you have to given, that is 210 pages of the book. You have to find the ratio of number of pages, ratio total pages. Number of pages is 15, that of the chapter, and 210 is the total pages. Convert into fraction. HCF is 15, 1 by 14. We got the answer 1 by 14, and 1:14 is my required answer. Next is your 11th question. Anjali prepared 18 kg laddus by mixing besan with sugar in the ratio 7:2. 7:2 means 7 parts of besan she added and 2 parts of sugar she added. She mixed with each other 7 parts and 2 parts of besan and sugar, so to prepare the laddus. And laddu's weight is, after preparing, she found that weight of the laddu is 18 kg. So 18 kg is the total weight of laddu. Then you have to find how much quantity, how much weight of the besan is used and how much weight of the sugar is used. Only you have to find the besan, so sugar is the extra. Okay, so ratio of besan and sugar is 7:2. That means sum of ratios is 7 plus 2, it means 9 parts. It means 18 kg of laddu divided into 9 equal parts, and among 9 equal parts 7 parts is used for laddu. So 7 by 9 of 18 kgs give me 14 kg. That means Anjali used 14 kg of besan to make the laddus, and for sugar, out of 9 there are 2 parts used for the sugar. 2 by 9 of 18 kg, that gives me 2 by 9 multiplied by 18, that gives me 4 kg, because that shows that for making the laddus Anjali used 4 kg sugar and 14 kg of besan. Next is your question number 12. The angles in a triangles are in the ratio 1:2:9. Find the size of the greatest angle. This question we have to do by 2 ways. First way is you consider, we all know that sum of all angles of triangles is equal to 180 degree. Ratio of the angle is 1:2:9. First angle we consider as x, second angle 2x, third angle 9x. When you add according to the statement, that should be equal to 180. So after calculation we got the x value 15 degree, and one by one you replace. X is equal to 15 degree, 2x is equal to 2 into 15, 30 degree, 9x is equal to 9 into 15, 135 degree. Among these, my largest angle is 135. That you have to find in your question. Another method is you directly find the sum of the ratio. 12 parts, that means 180 degree divided into 12 parts, and first angle is 1 degree out of 1 part out of 12 parts of 180 degree, so that gives me 15 degree. Second angle is 2 parts out of 12 part of 180 degree, that is 30 degree, and third angle is 9 part out of 12 of 180 degree, that gives me 135 degree, and that is my largest angle. Now my last question is, two numbers are in the ratio 10:13 and difference between them is 48. You have to identify the number. So you have given ratio of two number is 10:13, difference is equal to 48. Let we consider first number is A and second number is B. Then A ratio B is equal to 10:13, and difference we consider here B minus A, because we think that our second number is higher than the first number. Then B minus A will be 48, and when you shift A negative on other side, so that will be positive. So my A value will be B minus 48. So according to the statement, I have ratio is given, A ratio B is equal to 10:13. So converted into fraction form. Now changes A value B minus 48 in this question, B minus 48 by B. You can also do this question by two ways. So what are the other ways? You find the value of A here, like A is equal to 10B by 13, and replace it here in this. In place of A value, you replace this value, and in this way you have to calculate, find the fraction and LCM, so that will be a bigger calculation. To make our easy calculation, I just replace A value here by B minus 48. Now cross multiply with each other. 13 multiply B minus 48 is equal to 10B. B multiply with this, and 13 multiply B minus 48. Now 13 will be multiplied by both the terms, 13B, and 13 into 48 gives me minus 624 is equal to 10B. Now arrange the like term, 13B minus 10B, because positive shift in this side changes to negative, and this negative changes to positive 625. 13 minus 10 is 3B is equal to 624, and when any term multiply with the variable goes on other side, changes to divide. Then 624 divided by 3 give me 208. Okay, and if you want to find the A value is B minus 48. 208 minus 48 give me 160. So my required number A is equal to 160 and B is equal to 208. Thank you. Have a nice